Hello everyone, my name is Ivan Aduna, MES software developer with KSMART, and here we are introducing our KSMART solution. So KSMART is a centralized server to allow customers to gather or collect data across the entire factory. So we have a module that is web-based solution that gives you monitoring, control, visualization, and even optimization tools, machine connectivity, to allow the customers to interact with the machines in a manner that they can improve their performance and other quality points. So let's dive in. As a first step, we have the monitoring section. We have the first chart, which is the real-time, which is oriented to manager level. We also have an engineering level, but let's focus on the manager level for a bit. So here we're going to focus on the OEE, overall effectiveness of the line. So as simple as it can be, we can click on every single chart on our solution, and that will give you detailed information about the status of the machine, about the status of the line. So for instance, when talking about the OEE, there's three main KPIs that compose the OEE. One is the machine utilization. Machine utilization focusing on active and inactive time. Then we have the production monitoring, which is focused on how many PCBs, performance of the line or the machines. Here we can see by color the status of the result of the inspection. And that includes part of the OEE, also the monitoring, the line monitoring section, which is focused on the quality part. So the quality part, we can click on it and it will give us a detailed information about the yield, the trend of the yield. We can also see our top defender and including our defect information. So how does this help to a manufacturing environment? So essentially, based upon something as general as the OEE, we can go and drill down up to the point of finding root cause of issues, and then of course address them down on the shop floor. So for example, we have here two different components that were inspected and that were defective. So in this case, we can click on the component and it will give us detailed information about the image, an image of the component, and it can even include the history of inspections based upon that component. So we can play around with the 2D and 3D image and including to the entire summary of the inspection. So we can see highlighted, as you can see over here, the defects on red color, and as intuitive as it can be, you can click on the component and this will load 2D and 3D, including measurement information for this specific component, right? So now going back, apart from the summary of the inspections, we have very capable systems or solutions for connectivity between machines. So we have what we call 3-point view or link system, which will give you detailed information about the entire process, from the SPI on the printer, the mounting process on the pick and place, and the reflow process after the oven. So all these pictures are synchronized so that you can understand the result of the entire process of the line. So your solder paste being good, your placement not being good, and your reflow being good. So this can tell you root causes on a one single snapshot. Now, if the operators need a more detailed location of the component, we can bring the entire snapshot of the PCB. So going back to the modules, we have on the monitoring an engineering level. So we can see the status of the machine, we can see the yield of the machine, and all the summary of the inspections for every single line. So if we click, it will give us also detailed information about what's going on the shop floor on our remote monitoring system. Continuing, we have what we call a very detailed SPC module for root cause analysis, including the library management, which will give you information about all your products, all your programs, so that you can standardize all the recipes and inspection conditions on each and every machine. So here we can load an entire summary of the job file or the product, and we can manage that according to the user preference. Moving along, we have what we call the wizards. Wizards are oriented or focused on connectivity with other machines, not only Koyoung, but including partnerships with Fuji, with Panasonic, with ASM, that allow us to create an environment of optimization, real-time optimization from our machines. So here we have the remote operating system. So this system allows our engineers or customers' engineers to get a whole sense of notifications coming down the line, and we can remote into the machine directly from this view. It will give you direct live information of remote monitoring system, multiple lights operated by one single person. Finally, we have a notification system. So our engineers are allowed to create by line or by machine different scenarios and triggers in order, if the yield goes below 90, now we can trigger an email or notification based upon that specific condition. So engineers are capable of getting real-time information and feedback of the remote lines without being actually in front of the machine.